The 49ers have traded away former number 3 pick Trey Lance for a 4th rounder. Is Trey Lance Kyle Shanahan's biggest blunder? Blum.
It's big, but not his biggest. I still got to go with not drafting either Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson when you had the opportunity to have a franchise-changing quarterback and just leaving his team out to dry. And while Shanahan has, I think, a pretty bad track record actually when it comes to quarterbacks, like you remember RG3, that wasn't his fault, but yet he was involved. And then you look at Trey Lance, you look at Brady, you look at, it's just been one thing after another. And I think the only thing saving the 49ers here from it actually being the worst is that they chose a Mr. Relevant and Brock Purdy that ended up being really good.
Instead of drafting Patrick Mahomes, do you know who they drafted?
Exactly.
Solomon Thomas. I don't believe he's in the league anymore. A pass rusher. Classic mistake. Never draft a pass rusher. We need a quarterback. Shout out to the Commanders taking Chase Young over Tua and Herbert in one of the greatest classes of all time. I disagree with you, whether believe it or not. I can't believe I'm saying this because I just sat there and agreed with you for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But the Trey Lance acquisition or trade was even worse. I mean, for example, first of all the picks they surrendered to move up to that's number 3 slot was horrendous. Look at the team. The Dolphins essentially turned that into Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. The Dallas Cowboys at number 12 drafted Micah Parsons. That was a historic blunder, and they ended up converting that into a 4th rounder with the Cowboys. That is the type of setback that could potentially set your organization back, a decade. I mean, most teams would never recover. Fortunately, Kyle Shanahan is a good enough coach, and John Lynch has made enough great drafting decisions to cover up for it.
Trading away their future, Dolphins get Tyreek Hill, Dallas gets Micah Parsons, and 49ers get a 4th rounder. I think that's the winner here today. So I'm with DJ. Blum loses. DJ's right as usual. Thanks for watching. Stick with Deadspin.